Hi, my name is Sister Smith, and I'm going to be your teacher for this semester. And I'm going to use this PowerPoint to kind of help you get to know me. So first of all, we're going to start with some questions. And if you've seen the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, then you'll recognize the format. So, first question, what is my favorite color? What do you think? Purple, orange, green, blue? If you guessed green, you're right. I love the color green. I love everything about the color green, and I also love the musical Wicked. It's pretty cool. What's your favorite color? That might be something that you could include in your discussion board for the Getting Acquainted exercise for this week. What am I afraid of? Am I afraid of high places, baby koala bears, airplanes, or spiders? Actually, it's high places. I really am afraid of heights. This is me at the Grand Canyon, and you can tell I was pretty scared. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of spiders, heights, the dark, public speaking, monsters, flying, tight places? The fancy name for that being claustrophobia. What are you afraid of? That could be something you could share too. How many kids are in my family? 2, 16, 1,000, 4. Well, it's definitely not 1,000. It's actually 4. This is my sister, my older sister Allison, my younger sister Heather. It's my brother Joel, and there's me. How many people are in your family? You could tell us there are 6 people in your family, or you have this many brothers, or this many sisters. Are you the oldest, the second, the third, the fourth? Maybe you're the youngest? You could include that too. Who is your hero? Well, in my hero, it could be Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, or Mrs. Kostolitsky. And yes, it's Mrs. Kostolitsky. She was my 3rd grade teacher, and she was an awesome teacher. She helped me to learn how to love to write. So who's your hero? Is it your friend, a teacher? Maybe it's your uncle or your aunt or a coach, or maybe it's a religious leader like your bishop. What are my hobbies? Actually, to be honest, I kind of like to do all these things. But the thing I like to do most is writing and art. And I love comic books because you have writing and art together. And this is from the comic strip Calvin and Hobbes. It's pretty funny if you ever get a chance to read it. What are your hobbies? So you could put in your introduction post that you like singing, dancing, hiking, camping. Maybe you like a certain kind of sport. Be sure to include that so we know what you like to do. When is my birthday? February 14th, November 28th, April 9th, June 1st. Any guesses? If you guessed November 28th, you're totally right. And in America, usually that falls right around the holiday for Thanksgiving. Sometimes my birthday is even on Thanksgiving. So I usually get to eat a lot of food on my birthday, which is great because I like food. When is your birthday? And you can even include, if you want to, how old you are. Another thing that we say in America sometimes is, what's on your bucket list? That's something that you do before you die. So before you kick the bucket or die, what are some things you want to do? You can include that in your introduction post too. Where have I traveled? Africa, South America, Europe, Asia? Well, the answer is all of them. I love to travel, and I have been to a lot of different places. I was fortunate to serve a mission in Korea, but I've also been to many other places in the world. Where have you traveled, or where would you like to go if you could travel? You could definitely include that in your introduction. What do I want for my birthday? A pony, Barbie dream house, snowshoes, new TV? For me, it's snowshoes. I live in Utah, and there's a lot of snow here in the winter, especially where I live near a canyon, and so it's really fun to go snowshoeing in the winter here. What do you want? What do you wish you could have for your next birthday present? What's your favorite book? My favorite book? Here are some examples. They're all by an author called Roald Dahl. He writes a lot of children's books, and when I was growing up, my favorite book was The Twits. It's this really funny book about an old man and an old woman. They're kind of weird and they don't like each other very much, and it's just really funny. But of course, I also like the Book of Mormon. And I'm not just saying that because we're going to BYUI either. I really love the Book of Mormon, and it's the reason why I have a testimony. So it's a great book. What's your favorite book? Be sure to include that somewhere in here. Ooh, what's my favorite bug? Mmm. Stag beetle, dragonfly, scorpion, earthworm. These might be kind of weird vocabulary words. Maybe you don't know all of them yet. But my favorite bug is a dragonfly. I don't know if you have them where you live, but they're a really interesting bug to me, and there are many kinds of them in Utah. What's your favorite animal or bug? What do you like? You could put lizard, maybe octopus, maybe a dog or a cat. That could be something you put in your introduction too. Ooh, what is my favorite treat? Do I like ice cream, fresh pineapple, donuts, hot dogs? My favorite one is actually fresh pineapple. I love fresh pineapple. Oh my goodness. We don't have the greatest fruit here in Utah sometimes, but oh, I do love fresh pineapple. What's your favorite food? You could talk about your favorite food at home. You could also talk about any American foods that you like. Whichever. Finally, last but not least, the $1 million question. What do I want to happen in our class? Do I want you to learn to hate writing, take lots of hard tests, fall asleep, or learn to love writing? Hopefully, it's kind of obvious. I want you to learn to love writing. Just like my friend Calvin here. Sometimes I have many students who, when they start, they're like, oh, I don't feel like I'm a good writer, or I don't really like writing. But by the end of the class, I hope that you enjoy it and that you love writing. So what do you want to happen in this class? Is there anything you want to learn? Is there anything that you really hope that will happen in the class? Be sure to include that in your introduction too. And we're all done. Thanks so much for playing along. Be sure to email me or let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to getting to know you more through the discussion this week. Thank you.